What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to the Liverpool-Manchester City Community Shield Final post-match analysis video. What did you think of the game? Do you think Man City deserved to win the game? I think Liverpool were desperately unlucky not to win this game quite comfortably. Liverpool should have won 4-2 or 3-1, something like that, because Liverpool had a shot cleared off the line by Kyle Walker in the last minute. That was one of the most incredible goal line clearances that I've ever seen. Van Dijk's shot in the first half hits the bar and bounces on the line. It was like the ball was halfway over the line. And also Salah had like 6 or 7 chances in this game, but he just didn't have his goal scoring boots on. And also Man City had some chances as well, but not as many as Liverpool. I mean, in the second half, Liverpool had 8 shots on target and Man City had 1 shot on target in the second half. That just shows how incredibly dominant Liverpool were in the second half. I mean, we played Man City off the park, honestly, in the second half. The first half, Man City were slightly the better team. They had more chances. Raheem Sterling scored against his former club. There was a spell in the first half, in the first like 25 minutes, where City dominated the ball and created some chances. But Salah also had 2 very clear chances in that period, which he both didn't hit the target, which was very unlucky. And also Salah's finishing was just a little bit off today. He hit the post and also he missed crucial chances both in the first and in the second half. On another day, Salah scores a hat-trick today. So I'm very disappointed with the result, very disappointed that Liverpool lost the penalty shootout, but incredibly happy of the performance, incredibly excited for the season now, because if we can play Manchester City off the park like we did in the second half, we can look forward to a lot this season. Man City are the best team in England right now. They are the back-to-back Premier League champions, so it's up to Liverpool, of course, and other teams to challenge them. But I think Liverpool can challenge them. This is what Jurgen Klopp actually said about the game. It was a really good performance, a powerful one in the second half. Both teams had a similar pre-season. I spoke to Kevin De Bruyne after the game and we both said we don't really know where we are yet. The least we deserved was the equalizer. One save decided it and I cannot be disappointed. The performance was much more important today than a win. We know we are still here, we can still play proper football. In the first half we could have adjusted better, but we had chances as well. In the second half we changed a few things, we wanted it, and in the end it was a little bit unlucky. Congratulations to City. The Liverpool goal was a brilliant play. Van Dijk lobs a ball towards the far corner where Firmino is pushed to the ground by Otamendi, but Matip behind them was free and he heads it home. And that was, as Jurgen Klopp said, the least that Liverpool deserved, because Naby Keita had a brilliant chance to score. That was straight at Claudio Bravo. And as I said, Mohamed Salah had like 7 shots. Just Mohamed Salah had like as many shots as the whole Man City team put together. So I'm very sad that Liverpool lost this game, because I think the Man City victory was not a fair result. Of course, feel free to disagree with me in the comments below. I mean, Mohamed Salah had like 3 one-on-ones. The last one in the 92nd minute where he lobs the goalkeeper with his head. Maybe he puts a little bit less power on the header than it is needed, because Kyle Walker out of nowhere sprints back and with the most incredible acrobatic bicycle kick, he just bicycle kicks it out of the goal. It almost hits the bar and goes in. I mean, that was one of the best goal line clearances that I've ever seen, as I said, and the only player who missed the penalty in the penalty shootout is Gini Wijnaldum. To be fair to him, he's not a regular penalty taker at Liverpool. And Alisson also was very unlucky not to save Zinchenko's penalty, because he gets a hand to it, but it somehow creeps in. And yeah, it was just a very disappointing result, but a very satisfying performance. I can't stress this enough. To play Man City off the park like we did in the second half is remarkable. I mean, even Pep Guardiola gave up and you don't see Pep Guardiola giving up in a game, but after the 80 minutes, Pep Guardiola just stopped giving instructions and orders to his players, and he just sat down in his chair, defeated, fallen, and he just waited until the game was over, because yeah, Man City couldn't do anything about Liverpool's attack. Liverpool, we had just wave after wave after wave of attack, and very impressive really overall how Liverpool played, especially in the second half, but also we also had some good moments in the first half. And this is what Pep Guardiola said about the Community Shield final: an incredible final from both sides. No team can dominate for 90 minutes. We had really good moments. In the last 15 minutes we were exhausted and they had chances to win the game. It was a good test for both teams. It's nice for the players to realize that they will what they will face this season, and this level the difference is nothing. 1 penalty, 1 point. The first title of the season is in our sights. In the second half they played more long balls and we didn't win the second balls. We could not control it. And also Pep Guardiola added Manchester United will be back, Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea will be back as well. I don't know what will happen. I think Guardiola can be a little bit concerned by the performance. Of course he's happy that Man City won the cup final. That's now 5 trophies for Man City in the calendar year, which is an incredible achievement. But I think the biggest trophy is still at Liverpool, which is the Champions League trophy. Out of the 2 cup finals that I really wanted to win, what is the European Super Cup final? I don't really care about the Community Shield that much. It would have been nice to start the season with a trophy, and Jurgen Klopp said this: the more important is how Liverpool performed. If we would have won on penalties, but if we played like Man City, I would be very concerned. But now I think Liverpool can look forward to the season with a lot of optimism, because Man City are by far the best team in England apart from Liverpool, and we played them off the park in the second half. We outplayed them, outclassed them, out-dominated them in terms of possession, in terms of shots on target, and in terms of almost in every department, Liverpool were the better team, apart from 1 penalty. So you can't be too harsh on this Liverpool team for losing this cup final. I'm just delighted that we performed on the day so well. And I think this bodes well for the new season. Bring on Norwich on Friday. So looking forward to that game. I think if we play like we did in the second half, we will score a lot of goals during the season. I mean, if Mohamed Salah finds his sharpness and finds his goal scoring boots, and he will get a lot of goals. He could have another 30+ goal season. In the first season he scored 44 goals, second season he had like 27, something like that. I think Mohamed Salah can get 30+ goals overall during the whole season if he stays fit. And Henderson got a little bit of a knock. The biggest concern for Manchester City is that Leroy Sané limped off with a knee injury or an Achilles injury. I'm not entirely sure what happened. Raheem Sterling also got a knock. So Man City have a little bit of an injury scare, especially with Leroy Sané. If Leroy Sané will be out for 2 or 3 months, that will be a big miss for Man City, because I think Leroy Sané just makes this Man City squad all that much stronger. And maybe Man City don't mind too much that Leroy Sané got injured, because this will make the transfer to Bayern Munich a little bit, you know, more difficult. And Leroy Sané didn't look too happy that he started this game, because he wants to leave Manchester City, but it's not up to him. It's up to Bayern and Man City to find an agreement between themselves, to find and agree on a transfer fee. And if it was up to Leroy Sané, he would be at Bayern right now. So if Leroy Sané's injury is serious, maybe Bayern will think twice about paying a huge amount of money for him. But if it's not serious, I can still think that the transfer might go through, because Bayern Munich has the money to sign Leroy Sané, and Bayern still haven't replaced Ribéry and Robben, and they really need to sign a top white player. And also Guardiola said that focusing only on the Champions League is a big gamble that Man City won't take, because the Champions League is a very difficult competition to win. This is what Guardiola said. The Champions League is an important tournament, difficult to win, but I don't want to go to the casino and gamble everything I have in my pocket for 7 games in the Champions League knockout stages. I don't want it. I think I want to be happy during the whole 11 months of the season. It makes me happy, the Premier League, every game in the Cups. When I win, the days after I am happier. I go to the restaurants better, I feel better, I work better with my players. That's what it gives me. Am I going to wait until February to play 7 games with everything on black color? From my point of view, it's too risky. Normally, when you have a history behind you, it helps a lot. We are trying to build it, and I think in Europe we will be closer when we win more Premier Leagues and Premier Leagues. I would sign right now to do what we did last season again, right now. Not winning the Champions League and 4 titles, including the Community Shield again in this season. It is because Man City is in this position the last decade. We are new in these situations. And I cannot imagine Real Madrid and Barcelona, you know, winning 4 titles and not one single player of Real Madrid or Barcelona not being there on the shortlist of the Ballon d'Or. I don't think there is one player who made a better season than Bernardo Silva last season, even winning the Nations League with Portugal. This club, for example, in 8 years we won 4 Premier Leagues. It is quite remarkable, and never in these 4 seasons was one of our players nominated the best in the league, never. Huge respect for Mohamed Salah, who won the PFA Premier League Player of the Season, but Kevin De Bruyne that season, guys, when we made 100 points was above and beyond the normal situations. Guardiola has a point, but I think Mohamed Salah deserved to win the PFA Player of the Season, because to score 44 goals in one season is just incredible. And this season I think Van Dijk was the best player in the league. Raheem Sterling was very good, don't get me wrong, but he was not on the level of Van Dijk, just my opinion. So what Liverpool can take from this game is that Man City are beatable. Man City are definitely beatable, and if we play like this against Man City in the Premier League, we can win against them, and I think that will be the key in the title race, because I can see Liverpool again beating most of the smaller sides, and of course the mini league, the other top 6 teams. If Liverpool finish in 2nd or 3rd place in that mini league against the other top 6 sides, then it will come down to the Liverpool-Man City and the Man City-Liverpool games. So I think Liverpool can take a lot from this Community Shield final, and I'm not too disappointed about losing it, because the performance was actually outstanding, and Jurgen Klopp can be very happy that he prepared this team up to a perfect, almost perfect level in pre-season, because in the second half Liverpool played outstanding football and I thoroughly enjoyed watching them. I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video as well. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, see you later guys, goodbye.